inside you. Stay calm. Be aware of the entire environment, then become less aware of it. Sense the space down in front of you growing and shrinking. Close the perineum. The buttocks regulate the earth element. The buttocks regulate the earth element. The buttocks. I cleanse my spleen. I cleanse my lungs. I cleanse my kidneys. I cleanse my 3 warm cavities. The buttocks, the buttocks, the buttocks.
Friends and lovers, welcome to the Jimpressions for Inner Kung Fu Game, which quite literally starts just like this. The Unity logo hasn't even left the screen, and the game started behind it. So it's off to a good start, let's just say that. Now, how do we summarise Inner Kung Fu Game? Imagine We Fit. Now imagine We Fit without any of the shit that makes We Fit We Fit. You've just imagined Inner Kung Fu Game, better known as Wii Shit. Except it's not on the Wii, it's on the, and I kid you not, the PlayStation 4. Yes, it's another one of these games that somehow made it to the PS4 while PUBG didn't, because Sony is notoriously strict with its approval process, but games like this somehow are making it on there. Now, I've had several theories about this, mostly to do with nepotism, or, you know, it's not what you know, it's who you know, and stuff like this can only lend credence to that theory, because unless this is a relative of a Sony executive, I don't know how they got this on there. The only saving grace is that it's $2.99, which makes it significantly cheaper than the other dreck like Life of Black Tiger or Spear of Destiny. However, it is $2.99 too much for what turns out to be a really crap fitness video. Now, this particular mode, and there are several, is called Game Mode. Do you want to know why it's called Game Mode? Because it's the only one of the game's several modes that is actually a game. And even then, use of the term game is very, very loose here. Essentially, the narrator, for want of a better word, there are several other words I'd use, but they're quite offensive and may be mildly threatening. I'm joking. The narrator, again, for want of a better word, tells you which direction to press on the D-pad, and you press it. And that's a game. Oh, wait, but there's a twist. Sometimes the narrator, for want of a better term, will tell you to, I guess instructor would be better. The instructor, again, for want of a better fucking term, will sometimes say up or down, like it's up in front of you. What does that mean? That means you press triangle as well as the D-pad direction. And that's the only additional bit of gameplay. That's the only other thing you have to think about. The rest of it is just really bargain basement Simon Says. I mean, again, Simon Says, calling that bargain basement is an insult, because Simon Says is a game you can play for free with your friends on the schoolyard, if you're in school. If you're an adult, don't go to a schoolyard and play Simon Says with random children. It'll come across wrong. This is rubbish. I don't know what else to say about it from a critical standpoint. It's rubbish. I think we're still on the game mode. We are going to switch to the rest of the game. Sorry, I laughed because I said game. But there are other modes aside from game, such as tendon mode. This is tendon mode. There are other ones like organ mode, muscle mode, lying mode. They're all different modes that, I guess they relate to a different type of exercise, except I don't think the human body quite moves how this, what I'm assuming is a stock Unity asset, moves, because it animates like shit. I made mine the colour of the Wii Fit trainer, to try and convince... Oh yeah, we're fucking a basketball here. That's another exercise, apparently. Just fuck a basketball. Now, you might be confused by some of the things I'm highlighting here. For example, there's that bit here on the left that says explain. Every time you change the explain thing from the drop-down menu, it changes the way the instructor communicates the exercises to you. Wealth, for example, just has him hit out with all sorts of weird patter. Elements as well. It's just... it's nonsense, like gibberish. It is valuable to be able to isolate the muscles behind me. And that's wealth, is it? I think it's supposed to be like an allegory. Like let's explain fitness techniques using finance as an allegory. Except whoever wrote this has no writing ability, so it was just money and fitness happens. One of the problems with the quote-unquote writing in this quote-unquote game is not just the fact that it's bad. I mean, obviously it's bad, it's gibberish nonsense. It's weird. That's my biggest problem. Some of the patter this bloke hits out with makes me worry that this isn't so much a game as it is a serial killer's manifesto. I'm not quite sure what the coded dog whistly language is here, but I swear it might be activating like a terror cell, or it might be starting some sort of worldwide computer crash. I think a weirdo made this one, and I'm scared. In fact, I'm quite scared that even publishing this video is going to put a target on my head. But Inner Kung Fu is weird, and it's terrible, and it's on the PlayStation Store, while many other games struggle to get on it, because that's how Sony do. I don't know if it's nepotism getting certain games up on there. I don't know if it's handjobs getting certain things up on there. I don't know if Sony's board of directors are just on crack cocaine, but whatever the cause, it seems the Steamification of the PlayStation 4 will continue in 2018. As for this clump of dog's wank, you're better off just buying a Beverly Callard VHS and learning your exercises off that. In fact, any fitness tape from the 90s will sort you out better than this waste of time and money. I mean, just look at this fucking thing. Look at this featureless, weird, puppet, rubbery mannequin in front of us. I could teach you to be fit better than this piece of garbage. And at this point, my blood is 90% cheese sauce, and there really isn't anything else you can say about Inner Kung Fu game. Well, there is one more thing, but I'll leave it to Inner Kung Fu game to impart upon thee its final words of wisdom.
I allocate money for some sensual pleasures.
Yeah, thanks for that.